And it says we're live. Just let me set things up here. There we are.
Live Facebook and Instagram.
We're live on YouTube and Facebook for sure.
We're getting there. We're getting there soon.
Good afternoon, everyone. How are you doing out there? Welcome to Black Buzz. Welcome to another Monday. Mondays are nice. I don't know why people get bummed out when it comes to Monday. Mondays are I don't know.
have no
As
idea.
as long as you get some good rest on the weekend, you should be all right. All right. It's me, KP, and I'm here with Shay. Hi, Miss Shay. How you doing today?
I'm well. How are you doing?
I'm all right. I'm all right. Lamar is not here, folks. Tia K isn't here, but you can support Tia. Tia, name of her company is T Kicks, correct?
Mhm. Yes.
And Tia is on Instagram. She's on YouTube, and she is on Facebook. She will customize your shoes. That's what she will do. So shout outs to Tia for T Kicks, and hopefully next time you'll see Lamar. But Lamar is kind of busy right now, so we're holding down the fort in the meanwhile. Um, and we are on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, right, Shay?
Yes. Black
Black
was.
Buzz.
Yeah.
All right. So if you are an entrepreneur, a black business owner, black entrepreneur, hit us up, please. Find us on blackbuzz.to.
Yeah.
Isn't that is it blackbuzz.to for Instagram?
Black was
Yeah,
that.
blackbuzz.to, and same thing for YouTube and Facebook. All right, like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. We thank you very much. So today we have a special guest. I'm just pulling up her bio here. Um, after I read your bio, Miss Fania, what I'll do is that we'll have some talk about who you are and what you do. Okay?
You just want to talk about the fact that you're Jamaican, but we'll leave that alone.
No, no, it's in the bio. It's in the bio. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's right here. We'll get to that some more, but it's in the
It's
bio.
okay. It's okay. I will take it. I will take it. Go ahead.
You know when you read a label, when you read the ingredients on products, and they say the first three things are the most important. Somebody told me that, right? So let me start the bio and let's see what we get here. Fania Morgan, born in Jamaica. My lord. I,
I can't. I can't do it
He
uh,
got you. He got you there.
Always.
uh, born in Jamaica and living in the GTA for 6 years, have always been an entrepreneur at heart. She never wanted a 9 to 5, but now she has a 24/7. That's true.
Yeah.
Uh, with a solid background in banking and armed with a degree in hospitality and management, she always toyed with the idea of generating a business idea due to the lack of persons owning and operating businesses in Jamaica. She saw that we as a people were not taught to own businesses, but to be educated, uh, work for others, retire, and get a pension. She's a mother of two beautiful ladies and one son, spitting image of herself. So the girls are not going to say anything about that. Oh, you're not hearing us? I think her audio is chipped out. We'll get it. We'll get it right. All right. Let me
There's a
just.
feedback.
Oh, there's a feedback.
Yeah, there's a crazy feedback.
Okay. How is it now? Does it sound better?
No, no.
All right. We'll try and adjust that the volume there. But let me finish the bio and then we'll adjust it.
Okay. Yeah, I hear you now. Go ahead.
Okay. The son is a spitting image, right? She envisioned a legacy for them so that much of us were not privy to the art of entrepreneurship. For all the business ventures undertaken, she always came back to the beauty industry and beauty and makeup industry. She dives into anything makeup, so much so she was often told she was in the wrong field of employment. She gained formal training as a certified makeup artist, depilatory, did I say that right? Hair removal technician, cosmetic formulator, color cosmetics and skincare development, and skincare and beauty consultant, and did makeup as well as sponsored fashion shows, weddings, parties, and special events. All right, welcome, Miss. How are you doing today?
I am doing fine. Thank you for having me.
No, thank you for coming on, man. We're glad that that you chose Black Buzz.
Of course, who else?
Yeah,
Of course. I mean, I see what you guys doing and I'm grateful. I love it. And
yeah.
congratulations and just keep it up. Keep it up.
Yeah, we're trying, once you're black, we want you on here. All right. You're in the community for the community. We're gonna give you the shine, right?
For sure, for sure, for sure.
Um, so we're here to talk about your business, right? And what you do and how you're doing it. You came here 6 years ago, right?
Yeah,
And
that's true.
you're always an entrepreneur at heart.
At heart.
Yeah.
So my career, I've worked about 17 years in banking.
Hmm.
But while I was in banking, it was like it's not what I wanted to I didn't want to be in banking in the first place. But
Hmm.
that's where I ended up and the money was good and everything was okay. But I still wanted to have a product. I wanted to be a business person.
Hmm.
I noticed that there are a lot of business persons who are in Jamaica at the time. And we coming up, we weren't taught in school to be business persons. We were taught to go get a good education, go and get a pension, work for somebody all the days of your life. So when I started college and we had to be doing all these different courses and all the courses geared around entrepreneurship.
Hmm.
And with these courses, we had to do crazy research. And it's like we're always doing new businesses. So the subject that we did was hospital. The course that we did was hospitality management.
Hmm.
And of course, in each of those subjects, we had to be doing, for instance, bar operations. We had to go open a bar in school. That those were our projects. We had to do a whole wedding. We had to do um, create businesses. We had to create a lot of things. And doing all of that, it makes me realize that there is more to my potential than just sitting in the bank looking pretty, being a customer service guru and all of that.
Hmm.
And of course, I was always into the makeup, the whole makeup, fashion, beauty industry. That was me. Anything at all that I did, I always come back to that.
Right.
And if I'm thinking about doing a business, it's like I think about it, I sit down, I do a business plan, I will do everything, like talk about how am I going to market, how I'm going to advertise. And then I still felt like I still needed to do something in makeup. And of course, my makeup benchmark was one of those major players. I loved their products and I wanted something like them. I was thinking if I'm going to do makeup, it has to be something that is going to stand the test of time. It is going to be something that people will love. I won't get sued for. So I realized that I had to do a lot of research. Yeah, I couldn't settle on just mixing up stuff and then asking my friends to try this and tell me if it is okay. I had to do the research. I
Right.
had to get it right.
Okay.
All right, so I did some research back in 2012. I started, and being in Jamaica, it was really challenging because I didn't know where to start. How do I make a product? I didn't know anything at all.
So this,
So I
so
had
so
to
so
start.
no, sorry to interrupt. So in terms of this whole entrepreneur
That's
thing,
okay.
you actually tested this thing out in Jamaica. You started this whole independent thing
I
in Jamaica.
I started in Jamaica by
Okay.
mixing a few stuff, but I didn't have everything that I needed. And it
Okay.
was hard to get the materials in.
Right.
So I did a little bit of skincare in Jamaica, but
Right.
for the actual, I really wanted makeup. I wanted foundations, I wanted powders. And the foundations, I didn't want it to be a powder foundation. I wanted liquid because that's what I've always used. Liquid worked for my face. I normally
Mhm.
have dry skin. So, and I thought that liquid worked for just about any face. And
Mhm.
to date, you can see that liquid has taken the place by storm. That's what most people use anyway.
Mhm.
So there I was on that line. I started in Jamaica, as I said, and I had to just let it go because there was not much that I could do there. Most places that I had a chance to check out was China, and there were a lot of things going on with China. We didn't, we hear a lot of things. We talk about their products, how they source their products and stuff. So, or their ingredients. I just didn't want to go China. I wanted something to be either made in Jamaica, made in Canada, or made in the USA. Those are my benchmarks.
Okay.
So when I came to Canada, I came here 2015. And when
Okay.
I came, that's when I said, okay, well, I'm here now. And a lot of stuff are made here in Canada. So let me see what's going to happen now. And I started my research again.
Mhm.
And I really pushed into it. I researched how do I make my products. Now I was introduced to something else. And it was called sustainable makeup or sustainable living, sustainable ingredients. I was introduced to this whole new concept,
Okay.
recycling and all of that.
Right.
So here I was now forced to, how do I incorporate doing makeup and ensuring that what we learned growing up about makeup, because one of the things in Jamaica with makeup is that you don't need makeup to be a beauty. This is what everybody tells you. You don't need makeup while you're wearing it. But yet, when I put makeup on, people are like, "Oh my God, you're so beautiful." So things like that. And more and more, I was convinced that, you know what? Some persons are just going to say makeup is not the way to go. But you know what? They kind of convinced me I love makeup. And
Mhm.
this is where I'm going to be headed. And of course, as I said, I came here and I realized that doing the research, it still was time consuming because I was still working. I was doing other things. I was going to school. I was working. I had to make some money. Doing a business with makeup, it's something that I had to call my hobby
Right.
in order to keep at it and keep going. I got a lot of stumbling blocks along the way, but I just continued until in 2020. That's when I
Eh,
actually formalized the business. I registered it, um, got my
Another pandemic
and
business.
then that's when, yes, I started in
Yes.
January of 2020 because I was like, this is my year. I said, this is my year. So I had a website before. I had the website up from way back when because I
Mhm.
had that to Vistaprint. I built the website from scratch. Um, I designed my whole marketing plan. I did everything pretty much when it comes on to building the business. So everything, every single thing, I've done it. It's not what I wanted to do. I needed help, but at the time I didn't have the help. But now I kind of have a little bit more help. I'm kind of loose now, so I can pay attention now to marketing. And that's why I guess you guys can get me here because I'm a little bit more free.
Oh, okay.
So when you mentioned January 2020, you see, claimed that this was my year and March hit. How did that affect you?
Oh my God. So at that point I rented a brick and mortar in December. Well, I still have it. Because it was like an achievement for me, and I said I am not giving it up, so I keep fighting, and I still have that. I designed the place. Everything is nice, and you know, products are there and everything. And then when everything hit, now I was forced to go online. I was forced to do my marketing with I was forced to regroup, realign, and try to figure out how am I going to really do this, because nobody's going out anymore. Nobody's wearing makeup. So what do I do? And at that point, I actually paid attention to skincare. Skincare
Hmm.
was a part of the package, but I paid more attention to skincare. So now I'm there marketing to my friends, to all those persons who have on my email list. I'm marketing to them about skincare and keeping their skin healthy underneath all that mask that they have to wear. And keep telling them now that the pandemic is going to be over, you have to ensure that you take care of your skin, so that when everything is over, we are all ready for this new world that is gonna is gonna happen. So the pandemic affected me, I would say positively, and not gonna say
Okay.
negatively, because this is where we as Black people started opening up. I mean, all that's going on in the world, we know what's going on, and this is when we started paying attention to us, paying attention to supporting each other, and that is something that is phenomenal. It is, I kept saying, it is our time. We have to be ready, whatever it is that we're doing now. If we don't get it right now, then
Hmm.
that's it. The ship has sailed. So I use the pandemic to market, and at the same time to kind of stage or do more back end work on the whole, on getting the makeup out there and getting it right.
So as an entrepreneur, what the pandemic was a terrible thing. We lost a lot of lives, a lot of people, a lot of family, a lot of friends, a lot of spouses, a lot of everything. But would you say the social unrest that happened during the pandemic was beneficial to the Black community?
I think it was. I think it was like a wake up call, and I wouldn't say a wake up call to do more. It was, we always had a wake up call, but it's something that we always talk about. In our
Hmm.
little corners, we talk about it. But with the social unrest, I think because persons were home, they didn't have any work, they didn't have anything to do. It gave us the chance, it gave us the time to really go out there. And I say we, I'm here in Canada, but these persons in the US, and there were persons in Canada that were doing their little part too. But I believe that it really did something for us. It stirred up a lot of things. I mean, we see it. We like, I was stuck on the news. I was stuck on the news. I knew more about American news than Canadian news. I can tell you that. I know everybody, all the news reporters. I knew every one of them, because I was so up to date with what was happening. And it was horrible, but it was something I was proud of, for us to really get up out there and start fighting, start representing, start supporting each other, start pointing, and start doing. So instead of us always talking, we're doing. We're actually looking for Black businesses. I've always been looking for Black businesses, but not finding them. I still have to resort to what we know. So now, we realize that we have a standard, and we have to just live up to the standards that we now have.
Where is your business located there?
It's down on Huron Terrace and Lakeshore Road, 106 Lakeshore Road East, Mississauga.
Okay. Okay. You're in Mississauga. I
Yeah.
have to ask. I'm not on
Yeah.
that end.
Okay, cool. Nice.
I'm far away.
He abandoned us. Let's throw it in there.
Florida?
Yeah, I'm in Florida.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, I saw one of your lives that you were there.
Yeah.
So you're
Um.
enjoying the sunny weather over there.
Huh?
You're enjoying the sunny weather.
Listen, every single day,
But
every day.
Truda told me to tell you to come back.
He wants me to roll up my sleeve and get that thing. No, 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 not this black man. But that's another story.
That's another story, another
Yeah.
another life.
Uh-huh. Okay, so in terms of the business now, 2020 January it launched and all that. You say you had to go online. But what was it like in terms of getting everything set up? Did you have to get some extra training, some just to do the business? No, or all those things?
Yeah, I had to. Um, there wasn't a lot of information out there because I mean it's makeup. Like when you think about what do you use to make makeup, what's the first product that you use? And when I go online, there's not much. So what I did, I ended up joining cosmetic formulators groups.
Okay.
And I listened, I joined their podcast, I joined whatever information that they were sending out. I was like a sponge. I went on all those sessions. I read, I did some courses to know how to formulate, how to be a good formulator. I'm
Mhm.
not a licensed formulator, but I did the courses.
Okay.
So of course to get licensed, that's a whole new thing. So and what I told somebody the other day when I was going to school, I flunked chemistry. Like I didn't get signed up to do chemistry. I did the sciences, but they never thought I could manage chemistry. And I was talking to a teacher the other day, and he was saying, "Look at how funny it is now. You're actually doing chemistry as a business."
Hmm.
And yeah, so I joined all these groups and I did some courses. At first I'm a makeup artist, so already did makeup artist courses. Back in Jamaica, I did hair removal courses and stuff like that. And then when I came here, that's when I did the formulator courses and stuff like that. And to get started now, I had to pay attention to getting ingredients. Um, I had to I learned everything that was new about sustainable sourcing of ingredients. So all the ingredients that I wanted to use, it was more available here, and I realized that there was so much more when it comes on to the ingredients that we generally know. We know lime leaf, we know fever grass, we know all these Jamaican botanicals and stuff. And when I came here, I learned more. I learned about Japanese green tea.
Hmm.
I learned about almond oil and jojoba oil and stuff like that. And I realized that, you know what, I have so much more at my fingertips that I can actually play with. So I started bringing in ingredients, and of course, started in my kitchen, just like a lot of other a lot of persons start out in our kitchen and start mixing and start testing. And I even though I was in my kitchen, I was very uncomfortable because I was there thinking that I wanted this thing to be on a global scale. I want to be able to, I benchmark myself very high. I wanted to be able to, when you purchase my products or when you use my products, you will say, wow, it's good. And you can say the same thing that you will say when you buy another one of those brands, right?
All right. We're gonna queue up your social media platform, and then you can talk to us about some of these things. So we're talking to Miss Fania. I'm hoping I'm saying your name right. Fania Morgan
Fania.
or Fania Morgan. Miss Fania Morgan, and the business that we're highlighting is Fania French, right?
Right.
Okay. And you were talking to us about different products. This is what am I looking at? Oh, Instagram. This is Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Um, she's a black woman here in the community. This is her business. These are what are we looking at here, Fania?
All right. So you're looking at it's Fania Ffrench is a whole brand.
Mm-hmm.
So I have makeup, skincare. I also have a home section, Fania Ffrench home. So I want at the end of the day, it's a whole brand where anything you can think of when it
Right.
comes down to beauty, it will
Mm-hmm.
all be about Fania Ffrench.
How, how,
So
how, how do you take into consideration like individuals who are into this whole natural movement now in terms of what cruelty free they call what other types of terminologies they use when they
also,
get
they
it?
have cruelty-free, vegan,
Yes, yes.
all natural and all of that. So what I paid attention to, I didn't want things to break down your skin because
Okay.
I looked at it that I'm aging, so I'm thinking about my skin first.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking about the aging skin. So the
Right.
products that I use, I try to ensure that I use botanicals. So for my
Okay.
skincare line, 98%, 97, 98% of the products that I use are botanicals.
Okay.
Right. So they're free, they're paraben free, they're hypoallergenic, fragrance free,
Mm-hmm.
non-comedogenic, all of that.
How
So
how
I
many how many um different products do you have?
I have a whole line. So I have foundations, powders. When it comes down to the foundations, I have about 24 different shades of foundation, 24 to 30 different shades of foundations.
Right,
I have um concealers, powders, lipsticks. So it's face, it's lipsticks,
right.
eyes. It's the whole work. So everything that you can think about to do a face, I do have it. And I also have accessories to go. Um, I have like makeup brushes and stuff like that. So some of those products I didn't make. I actually private labeled some of the products,
Mm-hmm.
but for some others, I definitely made those.
That's what I was going to ask you. I mean, if you say you launched in 2020, I mean that's you have quite a bit in
Yeah, because I was always working on building up the brand.
right.
So I started out with the makeup, and when I came and I started researching on the cosmetic formulators, that is when I realized that I can actually bring other products in. I can actually private label some products so
Mm-hmm.
that they can all go together. Because once I started with the foundations and the powders, then persons start asking, do you have any lipsticks or do you have brushes? Do you have sponges and stuff like that? So I started doing, and I mean the research at that point wasn't much, because private labeling is not much. You just call somebody, give them your logo, you know slash your logo on their products and make it yours. But for me, that's I did that for my brushes.
Okay, I was going to ask you which particular products you did that for.
All right, so I have them for my brushes.
Okay.
We actually made the makeup bags. We did
Okay.
the bags ourselves. I have an in-house designer, so
Uh-huh.
she actually sews it. We have yeah, but for the brushes, these are actually outsourced. And I got my
Mm.
my name on them and everything. I'm not so sure.
Oh, that's nice. You have that on Instagram too?
Yeah, I have it on.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
actually just listed this set of brushes on Amazon about a week ago. I went live on Amazon with
okay,
these
there it is.
brushes.
Okay, there, yes.
Yeah. And then there are also two set. There's another set is a classic, and it's gonna be some red brushes. Those
Uh-huh.
I'm actually pre-ordering. These are going to be like my babies, because I've spent so much time trying to perfect these brushes. So
Hmm.
they're made of not just synthetic, it's a high-end kind of synthetic material that
Hmm.
that can take up both liquid and powder formulas. And it's something else to talk about. But these brushes are the ones that I'm working on next, the classics.
Okay, we're seeing it, seeing it. What's selling the best in terms of the products that you have right now?
The foundations, they sell very well.
Uh-huh.
These foundations, they really sell well. And I have, as I said, about 25 to 30 shades of foundation. So they fit from the very dark to the lightest shade. They sell well. Most persons, when they buy them in twos.
Hmm.
And then I have my liquid lipsticks. These are velvets. These are the second in bestsellers.
Okay.
Right, especially the red. I have one called Betty Boo. That one, like, I cannot keep it. As soon as it comes, like, I just have to be restocking every time. I'm always making batches of lipsticks.
What makes that one such a good seller?
It's very velvety, and persons love red,
Yeah.
and they always want to have a good red. So when you use it, it's nicely flavored. It's
Hmm.
very velvety. When it goes on your lips, it doesn't come off. You can kiss your baby, you can kiss anybody. It doesn't rub off. It's smudge free. and
Okay.
it still takes care of your lips. It doesn't dry your lips out or anything. So the formula in this one, it's a real high-end formula that I used.
Okay. So this is Instagram. Which what other platform, social media platform you got going? You're on Facebook too. You have a website. Are you there, Shay? I think Fania froze there. So we're just looking at some of her products. We'll get her back soon. This is we're still on Insta. What is this? Oh, you're on mute. I'm not hearing. You're on mute. I think you're on mute.
This is the website.
Okay. She'll come back soon.
Yeah, she will. So we're just gonna go through the page.
Yeah. So that you have to navigate this better than I do. I don't I'm not familiar with some of these.
It's okay. It's okay. So whilst we're waiting to come back, so these are just the lipsticks that she has. Pretty good so far. I
Hmm.
like the coloring.
So is it how does this work now? The brighter
We
the
also
color,
have
the better.
shimmer, which is pretty good. Nice.
When the color is bright,
It just depends
individuals
on your
like.
mood. Well, not
Okay, okay, okay.
yeah,
Well,
well, it
hey,
depends on the mood of the
okay.
person. Yeah.
So this is the website, and the website is called what? What's it?
Fania Ffrench.
Okay, hold on. She's back.
Okay, I don't know
You're
what happened.
back.
Yeah, I don't know what happened right there.
It's okay, man. Technical difficulties. It happens. We're just looking at your website here. That's fine.
Oh, okay, okay. So the website I'm actually trying to revamp.
Uh-huh.
It's not very interactive. Of course, when I started it, I did it on my own.
Right.
And now that I realize that I need to have a better e-commerce.
You're getting that feedback.
Yes, I'm getting that feedback.
You can adjust your volume a little bit.
Can you hear me better?
Yeah, we can hear you better.
Okay, awesome. Right, so I was saying I'm revamping the website right now so that the
Hmm.
e-commerce section will be much better.
Right.
Right. Right. And there's some stuff that I need also to add to the website. So one of the things that I was working on um for the foundations, like problems that I realize that some persons have getting their match, because it's makeup and persons don't know how to match.
Hmm.
So I found a team that is in Australia, and they're called Match My Makeup. So
Hmm.
what I did, I sent to them samples of all the foundation shades that I have, and they match it with all the major brands out there. So it's just a widget that I need to put on the site that you can, when you go in, you can actually click the link, you match what it is you're wearing now. I'm not talking to you, KP, I'm talking to you,
No.
Shay here.
Yes.
So you can actually click the
You know
widgets.
what? It's true. It's
Yes.
necessary, and I'm glad that you say that, because for me, I'm not a person who wear foundation, but when I do, I do. And then for the longest while, I was wearing a particular brand, and then they no longer make that brand. So now you have to go online and figure out when you're in the store. And I think I don't want to name drop, but the Max And this is the part of support. They do have that on their website because I don't know. I'm not a foundation person, as you can see. If you look at my skin, I barely ever wear foundation. I do it only when I have like to sing in a
Your
show where
skin
I'm
is
going to be on the lights
beautiful.
all the time. Thank you, thank you.
Yeah,
And
no
so for
problem.
me, I have to find the mat. So for me, I don't really like, and it's a lot of work. So it's easier when you said you're gonna put that widget in for me to say if I'm using 4.5 warm tone orange blast, I could pop it in, and if it shows me on
You
what your
can.
website,
And
it's
it tells you
easier.
the equivalent in mind, right? So I
Exactly, and
actually
it
have
also
it.
helps. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I actually have it like I can actually give you the link and you can go because it's actually live on their site. It's just not on mine yet. So if I
Yes.
actually give you the login, you can go in, you can match it. My name will
Mhm.
pop up. It will tell you what shade in my foundation you wear.
Yes,
Oh,
that
okay. I was gonna
is.
say if it's not connected to Fania French, we don't want it. But if it's connected to you, we
It's
don't.
helpful because now in a time where people are supporting black owned markets, black owned businesses, black owned everything, it's very helpful to know that if I choose to say I no longer want to support the big brands, I don't want to support a black one, I could just click here. This is what I usually use from the big brand, but I want to support you. I think
It's right there.
yeah, and one place that does that is Juvia's place. They
Yes,
do it
yes,
because
yes.
they bringing you over. They bringing you over. It's helpful. Trust me. It's a marketing tool that will work wonders, especially
It
for people
it
who want to
does.
support. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a team, Fania?
I do. I have a team, but they are all over the place. I have my other partner, she's in California.
Mm-hmm.
So she basically will manage the what would I say,
The
sorry,
marketing? What?
the marketing, like the products from that end. So if I need to
Yeah.
ship to the US, what we do is to have her have some products so she can ship them there. And then I have a team in Jamaica. My daughter's in Jamaica.
I think she's gonna say her daughter's in Jamaica. Sorry, folks, but we're having some technical difficulties on with our guest here. We apologize. We're just getting a little bit of breakdown from her in terms of how everything is working. So she has a partner in California because I was gonna ask her if she, ships to the US, but she answered the question.
Yeah, and that's great because now even though it's a Canadian based, she has
Mhm.
avenues in the US, avenues in Jamaica, and also
Yeah,
over here. So like to say you have to play that when you want to get something international, you have to pay your arm, your leg, your foot, whatever. You now have an opportunity for it to be right sourced there. So that is something that's really amazing about this website.
yeah.
And it
So
come up again.
if
I
you're
think people
watching,
with the whole
folks, we're talking to Fania French, or Fania Morgan. The name of her company is Fania French. She's a black entrepreneur, a black business owner, and we're just giving her the limelight. We're giving her the shine to let you know about her. We're just having some technical difficulties in terms of her connection, but I think she's coming back on.
Yes.
and she's also a mom of three, which is a great segue into May. Hey, it's a great segue into the mommy month of May.
It
So this is
is, it
awesome. So
is.
yes, and
And
you were
my
saying that,
first, yeah, my first daughter was born the 3rd of May, so it's right in there, right in
even
there.
better. Hey.
Yeah.
So you
Yes.
were saying that you have your daughter in
Daughter.
Jamaica.
Yes, so my daughter, she's a 20-year-old. She's in Jamaica. She's not a real makeup person, but she does the artwork
Oh,
for
Okay.
the Fania French. Right. So she's doing online school. She's actually doing it is anime. That that's I don't know what that is.
anime,
Yeah. She's
And
doing
anime.
that.
I know.
She's
She
doing
said
you're
anime.
she's
you're
doing
you're
that.
such a
I
mom.
still don't know
You're
what
such
is
a
that.
mom. you, you
It's
butcher
okay,
our
trust me.
stuff.
It's understandable.
I don't know. I still can't come to grasp. I just said to her, okay, as long as it's legal, go ahead.
Yeah.
So she's doing that online. She's in Jamaica. So I try to use her to be my distribution channel there.
Hmm. So in terms of, so
Mhm.
here in Toronto, or there in Toronto, I should say, when you're setting things up, like, you have anybody that assists you, or you're just strong woman, superwoman
So
all the way?
it's like a superwoman. Like if any one of my friends that I have persons who models for me. So for them it's easy. I just give them the products and they wear it and try to showcase it. But in terms of physical coming and helping me, no, it's just me and I have my designer. So
Hmm.
it's just both of us. So she
Okay.
does she pays attention to the clothing section. So like things like this, she does it.
Right.
She sews these.
Okay.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So how is
So
business though? Are you making? I mean, forgive this forward question, but are you doing well? Are you're breaking even? You're making a profit now? Like, I mean, 2020 is
I
just around. It
I
just
I
left.
can't say I'm breaking even now because most of what I'm doing is all about marketing. I
Right.
have customers. I have like customers that deserve to get customer of the year award.
Uh huh.
I have real good customers that they call me as soon as their products are going low. They say they want the lipsticks, they want their foundations because they use them. These are things that they use.
Hmm.
So for me, I can't say that I am making money, but I am not making anything to say I can buy buy a gum out of it because
Hmm.
everything goes right back into the business.
Okay. And the brick and mortar, is it a little bit challenging in terms of, pandemic and having to close it? So everything is online now. That's what.
Well, what I still go into the store because I try not to have stuff at my house. It's a
Hmm.
it's a disaster if I have them at the house. So I still have them at the store. I go there. Sometimes some clients need a face-to-face meeting. I will go and I'll meet up with them and they can get their products and stuff like that. So, on a one-to-one basis, I still go into the store. In terms of the store and I still keep it. The business kind of sustains itself like that. It sustains itself.
Wow.
However, it's just that I don't benefit from it. Like I don't profit from it. It's just sustaining itself.
Right. Even
Hmm.
in the pandemic.
Even in the pandemic. In the pandemic, I think I went more. Like I still brought in more stuff
Hmm.
because there was still the need for the skincare. As I said, it wasn't the makeup that was running at that time. During the pandemic, the shadows, the to do the brows, that is what was running. Brows and eyeshadows
They
because
needed.
persons are wearing their masks, so they wanted to tidy up
Yeah.
their.
Well, the other thing maybe that you're not calculating, everybody's online now, and you're right.
Yes.
So they need to look fly for those TikTok videos, or
Exactly. So
for
so
YouTube.
I sold very well on bros
Yeah.
during the pandemic, and I sold very well on um like these are lip conditioners.
Hmm.
These sold because your lips getting dried out. I sell a lot on scrubs.
Hmm.
So lip scrubs and lip conditioners, these sell very well. And as I said, for those sell. And then for the skincare, these went. So we have wash, exfoliation, mask. Persons were taking care of their skin. Persons had breakouts from the mask. So one of my real good sellers was this serum. It's a moisture rejuvenating serum. So I don't want to say it's a bleaching cream, but
Hmm.
it really tones up the skin because the ingredients that are in it, grapefruit, passion fruit, all of those things help to lighten up the skin or, enhancing the skin tone.
In
So
terms of,
this,
go ahead. You were saying
go
something.
ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna ask you. Is it you say you have contacts here in order to do the U.S. side of the selling? Anywhere else that you sell this product, or anybody can order it from anywhere in the world, or?
Yeah, they can order from the website.
Hmm.
I have customer is in where is she? Is in St. Vincent. I have customer in St. Vincent that
Okay.
she orders and I send her products to her.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Where are you up? Oh, I think Shay has a question.
So, you said you've been doing a lot of marketing. Have you been marketing in the Caribbean on a general basis or just Jamaica? Because I know you just mentioned St. Vincent. So, have you been marketing on a bigger scale or just the people who know you?
No, just to the persons who know me and Facebook. That's where most of my marketing is at. Facebook, Instagram. Um, I'm doing the website now so that I can get out there. I can, get out there more. And with the marketing, when I do a Facebook, let's say I do a Facebook ad, I haven't done one in a long time now because I'm still yet to see how that works. It doesn't work very well for me, the Facebook ads. But what worked for me with Facebook is just putting the things out there on Facebook and persons see the page. That's what works. But the Facebook ads for me doesn't work. So I probably need to I don't know, I need to do something else for the Facebook ads. But for Instagram ads, those work. Um, what I do when I put the ad out, I put it for Caribbean. I include the Caribbean regions so that the ads can go to those persons too.
Where ultimately you're trying to go with this, Fania?
I want, honestly, I want it global. I want persons, when you think about Fania French,
Mm-hmm.
you will think about all the things that I have to offer. You think about a beauty line, you think about a brand.
Right.
So I want you to think of Fania French home. We want you to think about Fania French beauty. We want you to think about Fania French designs. We want you to think about everything beautiful with come out of Fania French. So I'm always going to be adding. So right now, this is just the base. So I'm just setting up so that when I blow up, that's it. It's just a blow up.
Pull up social media again, Shay. So it's mainly Instagram and the website. You're not on YouTube or anything. Are you on YouTube too?
I have YouTube.
Yes, yes.
The YouTube that I have is a Fania French Drive with Me series where once I'm driving, I just start talking about anything. Like I just talk about anything. And it's just
Okay.
for me to get my presence out there. So it's not like I don't go on to advertise or anything. I just start talking about I may talk about skincare. I may talk about just about anything. I'm allowed to.
Right.
hmm But
So here
I
she
do
is, folks. Fania French. That's right. Don't let that name slip you. What's the why the French? What's the? I didn't ask you about the name.
my partner,
Okay.
her name is French and I'm
Okay.
Fania. So we join both names.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
It has a nice ring, man. It has the beauty ring to it. Not that I'm an expert, but I just
I kind of hijacked her for it. I hijacked her for her name.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
I can get
patronize. We're asking folks patronize. This is a excellent business here. The owner is here, operator, the CEO. She's telling you all about it. And you can talk to us while we're showing Tanya. Anything you want to tell us? Go ahead.
okay, so I'll tell you about the logo.
Mm-hmm.
So this logo is it's the initials for me and all my kids' names,
Right.
the names of my children.
Yeah.
So there is a F somewhere. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
If you look there's a F.
Mm-hmm.
There's a J for Janea.
Okay.
There's a S. There's a S for Stanford. If you look
Okay.
very careful from one end to the other end. And there is a G for Gabby.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right, so I sat and I tried to play with. I actually designed it myself, and then
Oh.
I got it formalized.
Okay.
Right. So, what else? Oh yeah, so I can tell you, you asked about where am I going. One
Mm-hmm.
of the other things that I'm working on is, and I spoke about it before, sustainable makeup.
Right.
So, when you have a product like a perfume,
Mm-hmm.
you have a new perfume, and when you're close to the end, you tend to not use it. You want to leave it on your dresser or your dressing table because you like the bottle, right?
Right.
So one of the things that I thought about is, and actually I am working on it right now. I thought about how about persons having their bottles. You can come in, you can choose your bottle, and I fill it. When it's
Nice.
done, when your foundation is done, you come, bring your bottle back, and I refill it.
That makes a lot of sense. It's instead of wasting the plastic and having to buy a brand new something, you just that that sounds that works. That actually
Yeah.
works.
So I'm thinking about sustainable makeup. Um, they always say when an idea comes to you, it goes to eight other people.
Mm.
So yeah, I always heard that. Say if an idea comes to you, it actually goes to eight other people. So if you don't jump on it, then somebody else is gonna come up with it. So when this idea hit me, I just started trying to source bottles. So I'm at that point where I'm trying to source the bottles to come in where I can actually do the refilling. And with the refilling, what that will do is once persons are ready to refill their bottle, let's say, that our tone or skin tone changes quite a
Hmm.
few times during the year. So like summer, your skin tends to get darker, winter it gets cooler,
Right.
that sort of thing. So what person can do instead of buying the same shade each time, I can actually mix your shade. So if you come in and let's say you're wearing this one is a golden honey. So if you're wearing golden honey and your shade gets a little bit darker, I can actually mix it with something else and give you a better shade. And that's one of the things that those are the things that I'm working on
So
with
you're
the
not
business.
so you don't think anybody will take that idea if you put it out there, or it's something that
No,
you're already working on?
it has gone to it has gone to seven other people, so it's
Uh-huh.
gonna come out.
Oh, okay, okay.
And remember, they always said there's nothing new under the sun, right?
That's
When
true.
we were younger, back in Jamaica, KP, you know that
Mm-hmm.
we used to go to the corner store, the corner shop we call them. We used to go down a shop with the bottle to go fill up
Yep,
oil,
yep,
right?
yeah.
So it's the same thing. What would say it now? It's more labeled and
Yes, yes.
classy, but it's the
Classic,
same
right?
thing. It's the same thing. So refill, just refill. Bring back your bottle and we refill. And if you bring your bottle back and you don't want to get back that bottle, you can
Hmm.
always change and use another bottle. So I'm trying to
Right.
bring in different bottles that persons can actually choose their bottles. So the bottles that I'm trying to work with are actual nicer bottles because these are generic, you know. So
Right.
I'm trying to bring in nicer bottles that persons can want to be on their dressing table and not probably tucked away in some bag.
All right. I'm loving what I'm seeing. I'm loving what I'm hearing. I'm all for this, man. I'm all for it. We have about 5 minutes or 4 minutes left, right? Um,
Okay.
I want you to just talk to individuals who are listening or who will be listening to this broadcast out there about, launching out. You're a woman, you're black, whichever way you want to talk to young people, whatever the situation is, talk to them about, do stepping out there, following their dreams, whatever inspirational message you want to put out there.
Okay. So one of the things I try to tell persons, anybody that I get in contact with,
Hmm.
whatever it is that you want to do, if you think about it, just try.
Hmm.
Try to go out there and do it. Don't let it sit with you.
Hmm.
So, for instance, you're sitting and you say, I want to do a business. Don't just think that I want to do a business. Find something. And anything that comes to you is usually the right thing that you want to do. Don't sit and start weighing it and say, I wonder if this is going to work. I wonder if that's going to work. Don't think about that. Just make a step. The
Right.
first and the most important thing to do is to step out, make a step, start reading, start asking questions, start researching, start, like I can tell you, I started doing this whole makeup thing with 100 Canadian dollars. $100. I didn't even have the 100. I think I had about probably $75, and I digged and dig until I got the other $25. And I started out by getting my raw materials and just trying to test out the products and just putting the energy out there, talking about it, putting that passion in it. It's like persons were saying, yes, Fania, you can do it. And those little encouragement really helped. I realized that I had something to I have to be accountable to some persons, because now they're gonna ask me, how did that go? How did this go? So now I am forced to, to actually step out and fulfill what it is I said. So the moment you open your mouth and you start talking, we have a saying that sometimes you don't need to say anything, but guess what? Sometimes you don't need to say anything, but that is when you're talking to the wrong people. If you get the chance to speak with the right people, look for them. They're out there. And sometimes you may think a person is wrong. They may not be. Look for the lesson that they are showing you or telling you in whatever it is that they say. So even though some persons may sound negative and it may sound like they don't want you to succeed, it just look at it differently. Don't look at the glass half empty, look at it half full. Take the message out of what they're saying and see how you can build on it and make something out of yourself and out of what it is you want to do. But at the end of the day, do something, ask for help, reach out to people, and things will start flowing. Believe me, they will flow.
I just have one question. How you use broadleaf thyme in makeup? I just want to know what I put in my chicken is going on my face. Please elaborate.
She had to listen, Fania, before you say anything. She had to get something in there, right? Because we it's just me and you right here,
No,
and then
no, no,
let me.
no,
She
no.
You know,
Woman
the,
power all day.
that broadleaf thyme is the first time I've ever met that time. Somebody gave it to me and I use
Really?
it in cooking. And I
Yeah.
actually, the plant just died. I haven't thrown it out as yet, but the plant just died. It survived the pandemic and everything. But I wanted to do something with that time. So I had it, and that was my dream, to figure out what can I do with the broadleaf thyme. I know it's a Trinidadian it's a Trinidadian thing.
I am 100% Trini, so that's why I asked the question.
Yeah, so I got it. My husband is 22. So I got,
Oh
yeah,
Lord,
I got it out of the air.
No,
you
oh
should
Lord, we are the
you
flavor
shouldn't have
of
said
the
that,
earth.
girl. You shouldn't have said
We
that.
are the flavor of the earth. Let it go.
Let it go, girl, let it go. Yeah, for sure. So I wanted to do something with that broadleaf thyme. I'm still gonna figure it out.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right, Miss. That's our
Fabia.
time, Miss Fania. We really, really appreciate you coming on, and we want you to come back.
Oh my God.
Come back. If there's anything that you're developing, whatever new product it is, and you're just about to, whatever it is, man, we're here for you. We're here.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh
And
man.
thank you guys for having me. It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure talking to you. I can't believe 1 hour has passed.
Yes.
And we're just talking. It's amazing.
I know. I know.
That's something that we pride ourselves in. We don't want you to feel uncomfortable and that you're gripped into a corner. But this is just it's black buzz. Just tell us the buzz. You're a black person.
It's
Let's go
Black
with
Buzz. I
it.
have a lot of persons that I can hook you guys up with, like persons that I've seen doing their thing.
Yes.
Mhm.
Um, I know that you guys have shout outs and all of that, but my hair is from Hellshire Bay.
Oh
She's a black
yes.
girl. I'll introduce you to her.
Yeah.
My
Shout outs.
my earrings are from Jade Mo. I wore a different one the other day, and that was from Root and Hope. She's in the US.
Mhm.
Um, Fania Ffrench,
Hmm.
the makeup Fania Ffrench. But there are a lot of persons that I can introduce you guys to.
Yeah, man.
Definitely. We will keep in conversation, and I'll definitely message you after the broadcast for sure.
Sure.
All
Thanks,
right,
guys, for having
folks.
me.
Yeah, no worries. You can hang around, Fania. We will see you next Monday, folks, on our broadcast. Once again, like, share, and subscribe. All right. And if you want to reach out to us, Shay, how can they do that? Is it
blackbuzzto.to@gmail.com.
all right?
You could also check us out on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, blackbuzz.to. Just shoot us a message, DM us, and we will definitely get back to you within 24 hours.
All right. Catch you later. Peace.